Hey Soul family, welcome to Eringy. I'm Erin. We are going to be exploring the solar plexus today. This is the energy center that sits just above the navel. It is all about self-confidence, self-empowerment, and it is all core, the physical side of the core. So naturally, that's what we're going to be exploring today. You may need 2 blocks and a blanket, so grab those, have them handy. Roll out the mat. Let's get started. So come on down to Shavasana. Lie down on your back. Just adjust yourself. Just get very comfortable. Just do whatever you need to do to arrive here. Just relax the legs, the arms. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And just notice how your body is feeling physically right now. So just notice what you're thinking about. Notice where your mind is wandering. And just begin to take bigger and deeper breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And see if you can direct your breath into your belly by consciously using your diaphragm. So working your breath in and releasing out. So Manipura, your solar plexus chakra, sits just above the belly, around about 1 inch from your navel, but just below the breastbone area where your diaphragm rests. So if you'd like, you might like to place your hands on that area just to connect to it. And this chakra is the color yellow to a golden yellow, and it's home to your life force energy, your personal power. These are your positive traits and characteristics. It's where you feel motivated and courageous and confident about yourself and your direction in life. So physically, it's connected to your digestive system. So its main function is to metabolize matter into energy. So naturally, if your solar plexus chakra is out of balance, you might experience digestive issues or that sick feeling to the stomach. And on an emotional level, you might experience low self-esteem, a sense of helplessness, or even the opposite to that, where you feel like you need to control everything. In this way, you might lack a clear direction, might lack purpose. So it can be really difficult to make decisions when you can't quite connect to ambition or the confidence to go beyond your comfort zone. So you can sense as you are breathing with your diaphragm here that this energy center is your personal powerhouse. It's the core of who you are. So today, naturally, you're going to be working on your core. So take a few more rounds of breath, create some warmth in your body, and start to activate your Ujjayi breath. Take a big inhale through the nostrils, gently constrict the throat, and exhale. Allow that breath to come through the mouth, letting out a nice quiet sigh. Might sound a little like So in your own time, continue with the Ujjayi breath. So try to keep this breath nice and steady and consistent throughout today's practice. Okay, so gently open your eyes, breathe in, reach your arms up and overhead. Just take a nice long stretch here. Just breathe in deeply. Breathe out fully. Hug your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins and just give yourself a little squeeze. So you might like to rock side to side. If that feels good, you can massage the lower back. Just create some warmth in that area. Take a full breath in and exhale. Plant your feet down, point your knees up to the sky as you come into your eagle legs and arms. So from here, you're going to start to fly your right leg over your left thigh and then wrap that foot around your left calf muscle. Take your right arm and wrap it underneath your left arm. Connect your hands, or even if you like, you can place them on your shoulders. And from here, you're going to do some eagle crunches. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, fire up the core, squeeze your thighs together and bring your elbows and knees toward each other. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, lift the elbows to knees. You might like to bring your head up and your shoulders up this time. Just do 3 more rounds of this. Inhale to come back down. Exhale to curl up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Unwrap your legs and arms. Bring your arms by your sides, palms on the mat. Place your feet down. Keep them hip distance apart, and we're going to come into bridge pose. So as you inhale, squeeze your glutes, engage your quadriceps, and lift your hips up high. Stay here. Feel that stretch in your belly. Feel that stretch in the upper legs. And just keep in mind that it is early. So your hips just might need to feel, mightn't come as high as what you're used to. If you'd like, you can grab a block, slide that under the base of your spine, your sacrum. You can sort of rest your back onto the block if you like. And just see if you can stay here for a little while longer. Just take some deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Take a full breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down. Switch legs for your reclined eagle crunches one more time. So fly your left thigh over your right thigh. Tuck your left foot under your right calf muscle. Arms out to a T. And then wrap your left arm below your right arm. Connect your hands, or you can rest them on your shoulders. And again, inhale, stay here. Exhale, fire up the core, squeeze those thighs, elbows towards your knees. Lift your shoulders and gaze forward if you like. Inhale to come down. See if you can hover here. Try that. Exhale, lift the elbows to knees. Do 3 more rounds of this. Inhale to release down. Exhale to curl up. Inhale. Exhale. And one more round. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Unwind your hands by your sides. One more time in bridge pose. Place your feet hip distance apart, palms planted on the mat. Draw those shoulders away from the ears. As you breathe in, engage your glutes and core and lift those hips up towards the sky. Again, feel free to use a block if you want to, just to support the base of the spine. And try to go as high as it's comfortable without straining your neck. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into the lower back. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, roll your way down. Bring both knees into your chest. Take hold of your knees and begin to rock and roll back and forward on your spine and come all the way up. So from here, you're going to come into boat pose. So sit with your knees bent in front of you, hands by your sides. Draw your shoulders down the back away from your ears. Just kind of keep a really nice line through that spine. If your tailbone is sensitive like mine, feel free to sit on a blanket. It's just going to support that tailbone. Extra cushioning and support is never a bad thing, so do that. So from here, you're going to pull your belly in towards your spine. Fire up the core as you place your hands on the back of your thighs and just gently lean back a little so that you're balancing on your sit bones. This is easy boat pose. Now, if you want to take this a step further, you want to come into the full version of boat pose, continue to engage your core and lift both legs up so that your shins become close to parallel to the mat. Continue to breathe. You're doing really, really good. One more inhale. And exhale. So engage your core. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Try to straighten your legs and stretch nice and long. Exhale, come back down. Release the legs, arms down. You're going to come into tabletop pose, however you want to meet there. When you arrive, just align your wrists over your shoulders. Keep those fingers nice and spread out. Stack your hips over your knees. Okay, so again, when it comes to sensitivity in your knees, very welcome to grab a folded blanket. Just place them under them for extra support. So keep your gaze between your hands. Soften the neck and elongate it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Going to move into cat-cow to reset the spine. So take a deep breath in, drop your belly down towards the mat, lift the tailbone, draw the shoulders away from the ears, and gaze up into your cow pose. Exhale, arch the spine toward the ceiling, lower your head into cat. Inhale, come to cow, belly drops, head comes up, heart opens. Exhale, come to cat. Push down through your fingers and palms. Pull that spine towards the sky. So repeat this beautiful flow for a few more breaths and just enjoy that warmth you've already created so far. On your next inhale, just come to a neutral spine. So we're going to come into balancing table. It's really going to fire up the core muscles here. So when you are ready, fly your right leg behind you, parallel to the mat, so the back leg is hip height, toes point down toward the mat, and just continue to feel that energy of stability within your core and the back leg muscles engaged. If you want to challenge this, you are very welcome to lift your left arm all the way forward, parallel to the mat. Fingertips point forward. Create a nice strong line here. Find that core, that back strength with your breath. This is the same kind of strength that keeps you resilient and confident, keeps you centered and balanced. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. On your next inhale, keep your right leg floating. Bring your arm down to the mat, tuck your left toes and come to a down dog split. Sink your standing leg heel down onto the mat. But if you can't manage that, if this is just too much, raise that foot onto the ball to create more space. Exhale, open your right hip up and back so it's stacked above your left hip, and then bend that right knee. And just find any movement in this pose. Maybe you like to draw some circles with your knee just to get into that hip joint. Maybe roll your ankle if that feels good. Really just listen to the body here. Take a full breath in, extend your left leg straight, and then knee to nose, breathe out. Inhale, leg to the sky. Exhale, tap your right knee to your right shoulder or elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cross over to your left shoulder or elbow. Inhale, leg to the sky, and step forward between your hands. Stay in a nice low lunge. So just take your time here. Just check in with the hips. Just make sure they're facing forward. Stack your front knee over your ankle, plant your fingers nice and wide, and root down through the ball of your back foot. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your back foot forward to meet to the top of the mat. Standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, engage the core, lift halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck down to the ground. Inhale, rise to standing arms. Sweep your arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Reset your breath. Adjust your stance however you need. So the element of your solar plexus chakra is fire. So feel that fire within you. Even when you're not moving, can you use your breath to ignite that feeling of confidence and power? One more breath here. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, begin to turn your upper body to the right, lowering your arms to a T for an open arm twist. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, arms to a T while turning to the left. Inhale, come back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward, hinge at the hips, standing forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, activate your navel to support your back. Exhale, plant your palms down, fingers out wide, step your right foot back, then your left foot, come into plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees here. Inhale, shift yourself forward an inch, rolling slightly onto your toes, hug the elbows, and slowly as you exhale, lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale, come back to plank. Chaturanga, breathe out. One more. Inhale, lift to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. This time, come all the way down, lower your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Engage your glutes, open the heart, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, lower down and press to balasana, child pose, hips to heels. And just notice how you feel now as you continue to breathe. Think about a time when you felt powerful and strong. Maybe it was something you were doing or someone you were around. It could be even something that you wore, sort of personal power suit. And just use your breath to capture that moment. Let it absorb into your body to remind you of your inner strength and power. On your inhale, prepare to come into tabletop, bend the knees. Hands stacked beneath your shoulders, hips over the knees again. And inhale, engage your core muscles, extend your left leg behind you this time. Parallel it to the mat so your back leg is hip height. Toes point down towards the mat. And just continue to feel that energy of stability here. Core and leg muscles are engaged. You're doing great. But if you want to take it even further, take an inhale, send your right arm all the way forward parallel to the mat. Fingertips point forward. Stay with your breath. And just imagine a line of gold and yellow energy recharging your body as it travels from your back foot all the way to the tip of your front fingers. And with that golden energy, you can find more length, more strength. Take one more inhale. Release your hand. And as you exhale, tuck your right toes. Send your left leg straight to the sky for your down dog split. Breathe in. Exhale, open up your hip, bend your knee, and just like before, find any movement here. Get into the hips, find some movement with the ankle, just find what feels really good in this pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, extend your raised legs straight. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, tap your left knee to your left shoulder or elbow. Use your oblique muscles. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, cross over to your right shoulder or elbow. Inhale, leg to the sky. And a big step forward between your hands. Breathe out. Good. Stay in your low lunge and just feel what you feel here. Where's that fire now? Where do you feel that sense of power? Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, big step forward to the top of the mat, forward fold. Bend your knees here if that's comfortable. Inhale, halfway lift, engage the core. Fold, release, come down, exhale. Inhale, rise to upward salute, arms sweep up. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. So stay here for a few more breaths. And just bring awareness to the warmth of your body, signifying liveliness and vitality. That warmth is representing the movement of energy, so it's burning in the direction of least resistance. So take a deep breath in, allow that warmth and energy to travel to parts of yourself that just might need some heat. And as you exhale, just feel it absorb into those spaces, really reigniting the fire within you. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, place your hands on your hips, bend your knees so they're in line with the toes. Move your hips back into chair pose. Keep that spine nice and long. Try to sink down nice and low. Maybe even bring your thighs parallel to the mat if you can do that. Tuck that tailbone in slightly. Press your weight down into your heels. Inhale, engage the core. Arms can stay where they are or just sweep them up to the sky. Lift the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Another deep breath in. And exhale, begin to turn your upper body to the right while lowering your arms to a T for an open arm twist. Inhale, back to center, arms up high. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Back up, breathe in. And forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale, feel the heat in your belly. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back first, then your right to find plank pose. Feel free to just bring your knees onto the mat here. Same thing, you're going to do 3 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, shift slightly forward onto your toes or knees. Exhale, hug your elbows by your sides, halfway down. Inhale, press up through the palms into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, hug the elbows as you come down. One more, breathe in, lift to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Take it to cobra pose as you inhale. Open the chest, gaze forward. And just stay here for a few more breaths. Stretch out your belly. Take a full breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes, come to a downward facing dog. Hips rise to the sky. Allow your chest and belly to move toward the thighs. Lift those quadriceps. Lengthen the hamstrings. So you can choose to stay here, or you might like to reposition to child pose. So the internal fire is not just your personality or your drive and motivation, but it's also responsible for digestion. It's how well your body synthesizes energy from what you eat. And that's why it's good practice. It's good practice to avoid practicing yoga straight after eating so your body can focus on digestion and saving energy. So just continue to breathe here. So if you're in child pose, inhale, come back to downward facing dog. And from here, you're going to come into a down dog split. So on your exhale, bring your big toes together so they touch. And inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, sink your standing leg heel down onto the mat, but if it's too much, just raise it onto the foot, the ball of the foot, create more space. Look forward between your hands and just try to play with your balance here. See if you can lift your left hand off the ground a little if you like. Really find that stability. Breathe in, lift your right leg nice and high. Breathe out, knee to nose. Inhale, lift your leg to the sky. Exhale, tap your right elbow or shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tuck your right knee towards your left wrist as you prepare to come into a variation of the fallen triangle pose. So extend your right leg off the mat, outer edge of your left foot is grounding down. If it's comfortable, you can plant your entire foot down if you like. Take a full breath, ground down through your right palm, and start to shift your weight onto your right side. Pivot your back foot so the toes are pointing toward the long edge of the mat. And inhale, reach your left arm up toward the sky. Open the chest, lift the hips. Gaze forward if you like, or even up toward your arm. Keep breathing. Feel that strength, that power in your body. You've got this. You can do this. One more inhale. And exhale, look down, arm down. Bend the right knee toward your chest. Inhale, back to downward facing dog split. Exhale, step forward between your hands. Stay in a low lunge. And just again, take your time here. Bring awareness to your body, your awareness to your power. Sense that heat you've created so far. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, take a big step forward to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees here if that's really comfortable. Inhale, halfway lift, engage the core. Bring length to the spine. Exhale, fold, release down, let it go. Rise to upward salute. Big breath in takes you up. Exhale, palms together to your heart center. Just stay here for a few more breaths. Reset yourself. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, come into chair pose. Keep that spine nice and long. Sink down into the hips, nice and low. Take another deep breath here. Exhale, begin to turn your upper body to the right while lowering arms to a T and open arm twist. Inhale, back to center, arms up. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, take it over to the right. Back up, inhale. Exhale, over to the left. Come back up, take a full breath in. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. On your next inhale, come to downward facing dog, hips rise to the sky. And you can choose to stay here, or you might like to come to child pose, whichever you feel drawn to doing. And as you arrive in this particular pose, whatever you've chosen, just consider your solar plexus chakra as your self-esteem guardian. So in order for you to feel confident within yourself, this chakra needs to be working well. So I invite you to reflect on your own confidence in situations that you're not prepared for. How good are you at creating healthy boundaries, knowing your worth, being able to take action on your goals with confidence? So now breathe vibrant yellow light into any areas of discomfort that's felt within the body as you explore the solar plexus. And let that light dispel doubt or fear that may get in the way of you feeling confident and powerful. Take a full breath in through the nose and let it out through your mouth as you make a sound. Again, breathe deeply in and let it out. So come back to downward facing dog if you're not there yet. On your next exhale, bring your big toes together so they touch. Inhale, take your left leg to the sky for down dog split. Exhale, sink your standing leg, heel down onto the mat, or you can raise onto the ball of the foot, whatever's comfortable. Engage your core. Think of squeezing everything into the midline of your body. Look forward and try to hover your right hand off the mat. Create energy in the center of your midline. It's okay if you can't hold it for too long. This is good. Just appreciate the stability and power. Awesome. Inhale, bring your hand down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, tap your left elbow or shoulder. Back up, breathe in, spread the shoulders. Exhale, cross over to your right shoulder, elbow, and we're going to come into the variation of a fallen triangle. So extend your left leg off the mat so the outer edge of your right foot grounds down, or again, if it's comfortable, plant that entire foot down. Take a full breath in, ground down through your left palm, and prepare to shift your weight onto your left side. Engage the rib abdominal muscles here. Pivot your back foot so the toes point toward the long edge of the mat. And inhale, reach your right arm up toward the sky. Open the chest, lift the hips. Continue to gaze forward, or you can look up, whatever's comfortable for the neck. Keep breathing. You've got this. Feel that strength, that power in your body. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the head down, arm down. Bend the left knee toward the chest. Inhale, back to downward facing dog split. Exhale, step forward between your hands and stay here in a low lunge for a few breaths. Be in the presence of your power. Feel the sensation of the heat that's generated in your body. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, take a big step forward to the top of the mat for your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, engage the core, bring length to the spine. Exhale, fold, release down, just letting it go. Inhale, rise to upward salute as you stand in your power. Exhale, bring the palms together to your heart center, and you're going to stay here for a few more breaths. One more full breath in. And exhale, come into chair pose. Spine nice and long. Shoulders away from the ears. Sink down into the hips here, nice and low. Take a full breath in. Exhale, twist your upper body to the right. Bring your palms at your heart space this time. So it's a bit different to the last time. And just check in with your knees. Keep them nice and close together and see if you can drop a little lower. Bring your heart a little higher. Feel that twist in the center of your body as your core expands outward. Take a full breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let it go to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back to chair. Sit nice and deep here. Tuck your tailbone in just slightly, so just not overarching your lower back. Press your weight down into your heels. Take another breath in. Exhale, bring your palms to your heart space and twist your upper body to the left. Same as before, just check in with positioning here. Press down firmly through the heels, open the chest. Take a full breath in. Exhale back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, let it go to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, rise to upward salute. Sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the palms together to your heart center. And just do what you need to do to feel grounded in this pose. And when you're ready, just close your eyes. And just feel confident with how you are moving during today's practice on your mat and even throughout your life. Each challenge you have faced so far is an opportunity for growth and connection to your inner power. So in this strong mountain pose, you can think of the affirmation, I am confident, strong, and powerful. I am confident, strong, and powerful. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, rise to up. Stand tall in your power, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold out and over your legs to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Keep that spine nice and long. Exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Chest and belly move toward the thighs. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Bring your gaze towards your ankles or toes. Breathe deeply here. And from here, you're going to move into what's called the wild thing pose. This pose is going to challenge the strength of your shoulders and the arms. It really does require a fair bit of power in the core. So if you like, you're welcome to explore this pose. Or you can decide to move your body in a different way. Any other pose that really feels good for you, or you might like to stay here in down dog or transition to child pose. Ultimately, this is your practice. It's totally up to you. But if you've decided to go for the wild thing pose, take a deep breath in, send your right leg up to down dog split. Start to bend the right knee, open up the hips here. Shift the weight onto your left hand, rotate onto the outer edge of your left foot. Fire up the core as your torso twists around so that your right toes touch the floor. Keep that knee partially bent. So naturally your right arm is going to want to lift up. So keep strong in that left hand. Make like a clawing action with your fingers. Inhale, lift your hips higher until you curl more into this back bend. If you can, see if you can press through your left foot. Open up that chest even more. If it's comfortable, you can drop your head behind you. Take a full breath into your belly and a full breath out with a think of how much power and strength this pose requires of you, how much your body is supporting you right now. Inhale, bring it back to down dog split. Gauge your core. Gently rotate your upper back around to face the front of the mat. Slowly send that right leg up and long. Good. And then back to downward facing dog. Whew. Are we game to do it on the other side? Of course we are. So take a deep inhale. Send your left leg up nice and high. Open up your hip, bend your knee. From here, shift your weight onto your right hand. Rotate onto the outer edge of the right foot. Keep breathing deeply. Continue to press into that right hand. Lift the hips up even more. Reach your left arm up and over if you can. You're doing great. Take a full breath into your belly and a full breath out with a Now take it back to down dog split. Inhale, engage the core. Gently rotate back to the mat. Left leg still back and up. Exhale, release down to a downward facing dog. Inhale, gently bring your knees down to tabletop. Ah, oh, you deserve this. Keep those knees hip distance apart. And then start to crawl your arms forward. So lower your hips down to the mat. Going to come onto the tops of your feet and meet you in Sphinx pose. So bring your forearms parallel to each other on the mat, elbows below the shoulders, and take a nice deep inhale. Rise through the chest, broaden the collarbones, and just imagine it like a magnetic yellow energy pulling your heart forward between your arms. Send your breath to your lower back and belly. Breathe deeply. And if you want to have a little more openness, you can actually press into your hands, lift the elbows without crunching your shoulders towards your ear. Lengthen through the spine, relax the shoulders as much as they can be. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more, breathe in. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Fold those arms so your forehead can rest on the back of your hands. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and just take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. On your next inhale, take your arms out to a T, place the palms face down on the floor, and from here you're going to move into a gentle hip twist. So shift your weight onto your left palm and slowly roll onto your left hip. Bend the right knee, send the right foot back so it lands behind you. Your right hand can stay, or if you want to deepen the twist, open up that chest a bit more, start to reach your hand back toward your left hand. You may even like to intertwine the hands if you can, if that's comfortable. Relax your neck, rest your head down onto the mat. This is a great pose to get into the shoulders, stretch out the chest. So breathe into your belly, send a little bit of love in those areas. As you exhale, bring it back to center. I'm going to switch sides. So extend your right leg, right arm wide, press your palms down onto the mat, and then roll onto your right hip. So bend your left knee, place your foot behind you, just wherever it lands, it's fine. And if you like, take that left arm, it can stay there, or you can wrap it behind you, meet with your right hand, maybe even interlock the fingers. Breathe deeply. Take a deep inhale and roll slowly back to center onto your belly and come into child pose, balasana. This time, try to keep those knees together. That's going to help release your lower back. Place your navel in, send your gaze down toward the floor. Reach your arms out in front, or you might like to place them by your sides. And bring your awareness to your belly, just resting on the thighs here. Focus on the movement of your belly as you breathe naturally. And just send your breath to the sides of your body. Expand the ribs, those intercostal muscles. Send your breath to your back and spine. Bring ease to those muscles of the back as you just allow yourself to sink even more deeply into this pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. On your next inhale, come onto a seat with your legs extended out in front of you into Dandasana, staff pose. Might like to sort of sit in the middle of the mat if you're not there yet. Just root down through your sit bones, lift your chest. From here, reach your arms out in front and see how slowly you can roll onto your back. Engage the core. Pull the navel in toward the spine and roll all the way down. Breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, stick out your tongue, release that heat. One more big breath in. Stick out the tongue and release out. Good. Hands by your side, palms on the mat. Going to set up for your last bridge pose. So if you used a block last time, feel free to grab that again to support your lower back. Bend your knees here. Place your feet hip distance apart, shoulders away from the ears. Take a full breath in. Engage the glutes and core. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Breathe into the belly and the lower back. Relax the neck. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, roll your way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap those arms around the shins. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Maybe you like to rock side to side. Inhale, plant your feet down. Point your knees up to the sky. Come into a reclined eagle spinal twist. Start to fly your right leg over your left thigh and then wrap your right foot around your left calf. Scoot your bottom across to your right. Take your arms out to a T. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Let your knees fall to the left. You can keep your arms out wide, or if you like, you can place your left hand on your left thigh to guide and support. If it's okay on your neck, you can turn and look over to your right to sort of deepen that stretch of the neck, or you can just keep it naturally looking up wherever you like. Take a full deep breath in and a full deep breath out. Come back to center. Uncross your legs. Scoot your bottom to the center of the mat and then switch sides. So breathe in and exhale. Cross your left leg over your right thigh. Wrap your left foot around your right calf muscle. And again, scoot your butt to the left. And as before, take your arms out to a T. Engage the core. Let your knees fall over to the right. And just again, place your arms, your hands wherever they want to go. Same with the neck. Take a full cleansing breath in. And a full breath out as you release some of that fire created throughout today's practice. One more deep breath in. And out, slowly come back to center. Uncross the legs. Scoot your bottom to the center. And just tune into anything else your body might want to do before you move into Shavasana. So what else feels good? What else will help you feel confident and powerful? So move mindfully, breathe with intention as you finish up those last poses, if you're taking anything different. And just slowly make your way to Shavasana. And from here, you're welcome to grab a blanket, place it over you, or roll it up, pop it under your sacrum, spot those hips. Or you could tuck it under the hollow of your neck, aid that cervical spine. Soften the knees, the thighs. Keep those arms long and rested on the floor, or you can place them on your belly or your chest. If you'd like to connect to your solar plexus through your hands, you can practice the Rudra Mudra. So touch the tip of your thumb, the pointer finger and ring finger together with your middle finger and pinky straightened. You can do this on both hands. And keep this position for as long as you like during Shavasana. So if you haven't already, close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and let go of your breath and your body as you breathe out. Just allow it to sink deeply into the mat. Let the earth support you. And let go of control and the need to control every detail of your life. Let go of trying to control your mind and even your emotions. Just use your breath and let it go. So as you allow that sense of deep relaxation flow through you, you may like to make the affirmation, I am capable, strong, and powerful. And I confidently live my life being true to myself. I am capable, strong, and powerful. And I confidently live my life being true to myself. So visualize a vibrant color of yellow, much like the sun, feeding your internal fire, fueling your power, the inner power that allows you to do whatever it is that you want to do this lifetime. And just visualize that vibrant yellow bringing light to your whole self. Just let it absorb every cell and space within your body as you continue to breathe deeply and naturally. You are a capable, powerful, and free-spirited soul. And it is safe for you to express yourself as you shine your light brightly out into the world. Take another deep breath in and start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Maybe roll your wrists, move your neck from side to side. Just try to reignite some movement into your body. And when you're ready, with your eyes still closed, carefully and slowly come up to a seated position. When you have arrived here, sit up nice and tall. And place your hands on your belly just above the navel, the location of your solar plexus. And again, think about when you feel strong and in your power. We all express our strength in different ways, like physically, mentally, emotionally. So let this strength carry you off your mat and throughout your day, and know that your power isn't something you need to become, but something you already are. Bring your palms together to your heart space. Bow your head. Thank you for showing up on your mat today and for dedicating this time to connect with your solar plexus chakra. Namaste.